Welcome to our channel. How Angourie Rice cemented her place in the Hollywood firmament. When she was 17, Angourie Rice was gently critical of older actors playing teenagers. Sometimes when I watch a movie where teenagers are played by actors that are 26 years old and look perfect, it makes you wonder what story is actually being told, she said when she was promoting the rom-com with a twist every day. She was glad, she said, to be the same age as the characters she played. That was 5 years ago. Rice is now 22 and still playing high school yearbook stars entirely credibly. Her round kid's face and open expression certainly help. But perhaps more important is the kinship she says she feels with the roles she has played recently. The perfectionist Queen Bee Honor Society in the Paramount Plus movie of that name, the wannabe prom queen in Netflix's Senior Year, and next up, stroppy teen Bailey in the eerie thriller The Last Thing He Told Me. Bailey is 16 when her widowed father, Owen Nikolaj Koster-Waldau, disappears the day a fraud case explodes at his tech company, leaving her alone with Hannah, the fiancée she detests, Jennifer Garner. Partner and daughter soon discover that Owen is not the man they thought he was. He was living under an assumed name, with an invented past, covering a life about which Hannah knows nothing and that Bailey can't remember. Bailey doesn't know her own real name or birth date, nor does she know whether her father, who is apparently a criminal, will come back. Rice says she felt immediately connected to Bailey, despite her immaturity. What is interesting about being a teenager is that it is such a tumultuous, big life-defining section of time, she says. Even though I'm 22 now, we went into the pandemic when I was 19 and life kind of froze until I came out the other side at 22. So there is part of me that feels still very connected to who I was as a teenager. Also, I remember being 16 so clearly. I still sometimes feel like I'm still 16. We all do, I suggest, even decades later. Right, and I think that is why people keep coming back to coming-of-age stories about teenagehood, because there is so much there. Many roles she has played since leaving school in real life are strikingly American takes on that torrid time of life. Last December, it was announced that she has been cast in what is perhaps the ultimate prom year role, Nice Girl Cady, in a musical version of the 2004 classic Mean Girls. Clearly, Rice is comfortable with cultural shape-shifting. For me, it really comes down to the story and the characters I play, she says. I either see something of myself in it or someone I know, or something I've experienced, so I feel there isn't so much recalibrating I have to do. Bailey's quest for identity struck a chord with her. So did the fact that she was shown to be a star of her school's musical theater. In pre-production, we spoke about how that's a way for her to express herself and find stories she's missing in her own life. And that's what my entire life is, finding stories to connect with. Rice grew up acting. Her father is a director, her mother a writer. She began working in commercials and short films when she was 6. I am very fortunate to have parents who love the arts and who are in the arts because they love it, she says. Growing up in that environment, seeing people in the arts just because they felt that they couldn't do anything else, really instilled in me an understanding that if you want to do it, you have to love it. There are so many things that make it hard. It can be very isolating. It can be very exhausting. The rejection can be overwhelming, and your love for it has to outweigh all that. And it does. Of course, we don't see the rejections. From an observer's point of view, Rice's life is a mounting series of successes. Her first feature role was in Zack Hilditch's The Final Hours, a drama about the end of the world that took her to the Cannes Film Festival at the age of 11. Then came her Hollywood breakthrough, playing Ryan Gosling's daughter in the crime caper The Nice Guys. All this before she hit year 9, but her school, the artistically oriented Princes Hill Secondary in the inner Melbourne suburb of Carlton, supported her by emailing work and organizing tests with independent examiners. That felt normal to her. I've been doing this for longer than I haven't, so it's in my bones. By no means all her recent roles have revolved around high schools. Dramatic parts have included her AACTA scooping role as a Sydney shop assistant in Ladies in Black, 2018, an antebellum spin on the American schoolgirl in Sofia Coppola's The Beguiled 2017, and post-pandemic, a plum role in the excellent TV drama Mare of Easttown, playing the teenage daughter of Kate Winslet's dogged, emotionally damaged police detective.